So you can ask governments to live up to their promises by putting human rights at the heart of the MDGs. And each of you can remind governments that the price of failure is too high and that decisions in New York have real consequences for the worst off people in the world. Those living in extreme poverty, women who are dying in pregnancy and childbirths, though their deaths are preventable, people living in grossly inadequate housing and living conditions in slums, the millions of people who cannot access essential public services because of discrimination they experience, and the countless women who experience discrimination in every area covered by the MDGs. You can tell governments that they have to stop driving people further into poverty by violating their human rights. Governments won't end poverty until they cease evicting people from their homes, until they allow people to mobilize and speak out without fear of repression, until they address violence against women, until they're held accountable for what they do to realize the rights to food, housing, water, sanitation, and education for those who are worst off in their countries. I can't promise that they will listen, but I can promise to take your message to New York with me, along with the voices of all of the people living in poverty all around the world, from Philippines to Ghana to Brazil, and the suitcase with the messages who are calling on governments to stop ignoring their human rights. So we're going to do some slogan shouting and some noise making. Can I ask all of you to stand up? Because we're actually going to tape this, and I understand that what we tape and the video is going to be shown in the Global Call to Action Against Poverty event in New York. So the more noise you make, the more likely our governments are going to hear. What do we want?